Welcome to this week's edition of The Untold here on Ghana Web TV. Today we conclude the story of the CEO of Kiwi Gold Photography, Samuel Oseyajiman. Last week we understood his story from growing up on the streets of Agona Nkwanta and New Amanfrom, and how at a point his big sister, who he hadn't seen for many years, shows up in the nick of time and gives him a great breakthrough into what has become now his life in photography. We hear even more about his story today and about how well he's doing in his craft as a photographer. Let's take you to the story now. Everything was turning out quite well for him until his mother's health started deteriorating in early 2018.
2018 was like very tough year. Yeah, like it was very tough. 2018. The year started very well. I got Source gave me increase in my pay. We had some other guys around, so meaning if Source is not there, I was the one there. So like a little position there. So I was happy. And yeah. Then hitting down to June 2018, my mom had been sick for a while, but from June going, it became a little like serious. So I was emotionally not stable. So for a while, I wasn't going to the office. I couldn't do anything. Like, in fact, it was getting to me in a way, but I always appeared to be strong. And then she wasn't around. She's in Kumasi. And then it was always hitting me. So my boss like spoke to me like, sometimes you have to let some things together myself, because if she see I'm in this state, she won't be happy about it. So I said, okay, let me try and work hard a little, make some money, and then like that ending 2018, I'll go and see her, say party crana yeah better. So though it was hard, I was really working. Like I was really working, going any job I will go, any job, anywhere Source will send me, I'll go. Sometimes I'll stay over at the office, finish any job I had to do, because he had this policy that if you're able to finish your work early, you get extra incentive, like extra payments. So sometimes I'll stay over at the office to work just to make some money. And then June, July, sickness got serious, so I stopped working. I came to stay at home. Things were bad for me, so I was taking my emotions on like almost everybody. Yeah. I was home because I wasn't working. I was doing hand to mouth. My boss too was on me. Then I had a little argument with him because I wasn't stable. So I wasn't even paying attention to anyone. I was just thinking of what can I do to help my mom in that state, because I'm the last born, so I'm very close to my mom. So I tried to say, okay, if I am not with Source, if I'm not going to be with Source, I have to start planning on my own what I can do to help myself too, because I made my mind up not to go back there again, because I felt like my state was also affecting the company. I wasn't being productive, let me put it that way. So I tried to see if I can work. I had no camera then, and I had like 100 coins in my bank account. Like I was broke. I became broke like June, July. Like I had nothing. So I said, okay, let me start working. So I started putting myself out there, to get some jobs that I can make enough money, because I wasn't getting enough money from source, because I was getting a monthly payment that, to me, I think it wasn't going to help my state, to help my mom. So I had to start thinking of my own. So I spoke to my boss lady, Josephine. And then, because where I had reached, the camera my sister gave me money to buy, I couldn't use it to get the quality that I want. So I spoke to my boss lady. She said, oh, any day I have a job, I should just come for a camera. I should just come for equipment. And I started doing that. And I give myself like 3 to 5 years to get myself a new camera. Now, the moment I started putting myself there, June, July, August, the camera I was looking at was 5D Mark IV. It's quite expensive. That I'll buy within that 3 to 4, 5 years. Within like 3 months, I was able to get that camera, buy some few stuffs in addition, and it was quite shocking because I wasn't sure I was going to get it within that short time. But with the help of my lady boss, I was able, and then help of some friends. When I started putting, I had some friends who were always putting my works, whether it's nice or it's not nice, they'll post it.
The news of his mother's death was a big blow to this young man.
August 11th. It was a Thursday at dawn. I was finding it very difficult to sleep, and I didn't know why. It was around 3:23 there, almost 3:30, and then I had a call from a lady who stays with my sister. Then I was like, 3 a.m. why are you calling me at this time? So the first call I didn't pick, and then the second call I got scared and I picked the call. Just the moment I was about to pick the call, like everything around me changed. So I picked the call, and then she said, and how she delivered the whole thing to me, it in a way affected me emotionally. He said, Kwame woman, and then she hung up. So I laughed, like, and I started calling her back. She didn't pick my call. Then I started calling my sister, and it was on call waiting. Then I called my second sister, and she also didn't pick my call. So the fear started increasing, because around 3 to 4, and my sister's phone was on call waiting. And I said, oh no, nah. So there was a lady who was staying with my mom in Kumasi. I called her too, and she hung my call. Then I kept calling my elder sister. That's the worst feeling I've ever had. My sister called me around 8. I had suffered emotionally from that 3 to that around 8. And she just said, Kwame, I am Pao. I can't explain how I felt that moment. For like 2 days, I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain it to you. But I went off. I went off on everybody. I went off on everybody. I didn't accept it. I didn't want to accept it. So now, don't want to accept it.
To him, his mom will always be a hero.
From a tender age, I saw my mom to be like a superwoman. I quite remember there was a day we were in a train from Takrabe to Kumasi, Anyaso, or I was young, so I don't remember. And you have to get tickets for everybody. But my mom got the ticket for herself, and there was no ticket for me. So she hid me somewhere. I remember it so vividly because of how she behaved. So the ticket man came around, like checking the ticket, and one way or the other, he saw me around, and he said, if the only ticket need be there, you better not to abonting. She stood up and ordered tomano. I don't know how in bad almost started woman to man a sea woman and no trim, no catching so a bema on fan in some coming. And I was just looking at her. So it's so vivid, like I remember it vividly. Okay, can we hold on for a while, please?
Another death that unsettled him as much as that of his mother's was that of his good friend, Nadia. Nadia was his biggest cheerleader and gave him a lot of publicity.
One of the people who really helped me is my friend. Her name is Nadia. I lost her recently, and that's been my one of the most difficult things that has happened to me. We were very close. We even planned her wedding before she even got married. Nadia was the one. She's the one who would post me like continuously on her status, like every day. Let me say every week. Like most people who got to follow me or who got to know me was through Nadia. Even if the picture is not nice, she will post it, and how she will post it, the comments she will make about the picture. Oh. And she was always pestering me. She'll call me at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Kwame, my pictures were. She introduced me to almost everyone that she knew, from her family to her friends, her group of friends, and always asking them to book me. Last year, she was admitted for a while, and one Sunday, the husband called me to come to the hospital, Rich, and then when I got to 37, the husband called me back and said, Kwame, what's Sister Cool? Please, I don't want to do this. Can we not put it inside? Huh? Let's not do this, okay?
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you are denying funny face. It's not my brother. Today you are denying funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
After his mother's death, Samuel's business started seeing an unusual upward trend. He believes his mom's ghost is at work. A lady he hadn't spoken to for years called him one morning to come to the Ghana Revenue Authority for a job which led him to meeting many leaders in the country, including the second most powerful man.
I was there early in the morning. She called me that she has a job. They already have a photographer, but she just remembered me. I haven't spoken to her for like almost close to like 5 years. And she called me that early morning that I should pack my stuff and come to GRA. And I was like, he said, no, if I have something, I should stop, I should just come. I should come with my video guys. So I called my guy, 2 other guys, and then we went. But if I knew I was going to meet the vice president that day, I would have dressed well, like Kemifami Hokaka. So I went there, we waited, and then she came to me and she said, oh, they are doing this, how you can register the thing online, this thing, so they are launching it. So they have to go to, they are going to see some of the ministers, the financial minister, and then Mr. Honorable Mafo and other ministers. And I was like, you should have explained it also. I know how to. And said, oh, I shouldn't worry. I said, okay, no worries, no worries. Then talked about price, and I was like, hey, really? I'm interested. So, Charlie, we just hit it up from there, and then just within that day, the people that I met in my life, I never dreamt I was going to meet like face to face some of the ministers and even get a chance of shaking their hands. Like it was a nice feeling though. And so that day we did all that we were going to do, and then he said the last person we are supposed to do, we have to go to the Black Star. I said, it's a year, we have to do the vice president. It's like, it's like, okay, cool. And we went. And it was around 11, 12. And the man was still in a meeting. I was like, hey. Then by the time we finish there, he'll be tired. He's waiting for us. One day, they know we'll come there. We sat there. I even slept. We were sitting there, I slept more. Then they came to call us. He's ready for us. When we entered the place, oh, Charlie, it was a nice feeling. Being in a room with vice president of the country. It was nice. So yeah, we did what we were supposed to do. Everything. We came home, papa the following day. We sent to the job. Then I was there, and then the lady called that, hey, Charlie, everybody is talking about the work. It's very simple. The pictures are great. So any day, anytime they come, I said, wow. So following me, she come and take my check. I said, I should come for check. Okay. I said, Wahala. And I went. Charlie, I took the check. It was a check. It was a beautiful check. That check helped me do some basic stuff. Oh, then from there now, I started getting like corporate jobs, like calls. Like I'll be there, and then this person will call, oh, this person. Like the recommendations were coming, and I started getting weddings, like from all angles. Like wow. And I started going, like I was going to so many places that I never imagined, that I was imagining like if I would get there, it would be like after like 2 or 3 years, but just some, should I say days, or let me say weeks after my mom passed, like things started turning around. I started meeting a whole lot of people, getting contracts that I wasn't expecting to get. Meeting people I wasn't expecting. You might not understand it, but to me, it happening to me, I know where I'm coming from, where I've been, things that I've been. It's not everything that I can tell you. There are some of the things I have to decorate just where I have been, the things I've been through. And then within that few months from 2018 to 2019, that's been great. I had a chance to move from one bedroom to a chamber and hall. I have 2 guys I'm working with. I have 2 cameras, some of the expensive lens that you can use to shoot a wedding. Like every basic stuff a photographer needs to finish a job. And then within that short time, from 2018, 2019, 2020 till now, my Instagram page has grown to a level I wasn't. How do I explain? I feel it's great.
But with all these progresses, Samuel says he's not yet at the point he wants to be.
We're not rich yet, but it's good. It's better than 2017, 2016, 2015. It's better, far better. Now make me a kotna anywhere, any hotel, any restaurant I want to sit and cross my leg. First, now me kotna make pictures of the menu. Now me there to me status, now my sre. But right now I can go and sit there and order anything I want on any menu. Damn, God has been good.
He was full of gratitude to his elder sister and his female boss for the roles they've each played in his life.
What keeps me going? God and my sister. God and my elder sister. Yeah. My elder sister supports me in everything. Like, she doesn't look at the negative side. Like, I need to do this. Would that be okay for you? That's what you ask. Would that be okay for you? Then go ahead. If you need anything, let me know. That's my sister. Like, from school time till now, all I have to do is tell her, this is what I want to do. And like, that's it. I just have to present whatever I want to do in a nice way. She accepts it. my lady boss.
Yeah.
Everybody
Your
knows.
lady boss.
Yes, I introduce her to everyone I meet. Her name is Josephine. So Josephine is like, how should I say it? She's everything to me. Like, she gave me my first laptop, MacBook, and she has been there. Like, every time something goes wrong, she's like, oh, Charlie, it's just one of those things and it will pass. Like, every day, it's just one of those things, it will pass. And she has been with me, like, consistently, day, night. Like, anytime I'll call her, she'll pick my call. Like, what's up? And then she's ready to assist me on every job as far as she's in town. On every single job. She'll drive me there. Like, she'll stay with me there. Work with me. Sometimes I always like her to be around. It's not like she's going to work, but just her being around, like, gives me, like, the energy, the strength, like. And then I would like to show her, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And she has, her ideas are off the grid. You can check her page at Mambo Photography. You see some of her concepts. So I always like her to be around. She has been my main support from day one.
And here are his words of advice to us.
Put God first and never give up. We always say put God first, but it's true. Because when you read the Bible from Genesis, it says, in the beginning, God created. So in everything you want to start creating, you put God first and never give up. The fact that you are not seeing signs doesn't mean that God is not working. He always does it, but in his own time, not in our time. And also, if you have to do something or you want to do something, go for it. Don't think twice before going to do it.
Determination, poise, a great dose of the grace of God, and of course, a lot of creativity is what the story of Samuel Osayajiman, the CEO of Kiwi Gold Photography, tells us. Here on The Untold, we aim to inspire you through stories of personalities who are doing great things from lives of struggles. We hope you've been inspired. Remember to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and follow us on all our social media platforms for more interactive news and information. Until the next edition of The Untold, my name is Eche Atisu.